I wasn't looking for a current or a stream, just passing through the hours, living out a dream. And the door you opened wasn't marked with any sign, just a sudden quiet shift in the passing time. I remember thinking nothing of the afternoon, but then I saw your eyes beneath the waning moon. It was a shade of brown, the color I ignored, that held a depth I hadn't seen before. No sudden rush, no fire in the chest, just a love that whispers, putting me at rest. And I knew then that patience was a stronger ground, when your quiet presence was the only sound. Started tracing patterns on the kitchen floor, noticing the light where I hadn't looked before. The way you hold your coffee when the window is cold, 1,000 tiny stories that are still untold. It wasn't fireworks or rain in the middle of May, just the simple comfort of watching you stay. I always thought love had to crash and break the walls, that it was meant for canyons, meant for hurried calls. But the truth is simpler, tucked behind the sight. It's just two quiet candles sharing the same light. And I wouldn't trade the silence for a louder sound, for the peace I found when I finally slowed. It was a shade of brown, the color I ignored, that held a depth I hadn't seen before. No sudden rush, no fire in the chest, just a love that whispers, putting me at rest. And I knew then that patience was a stronger ground, when your quiet presence was the only sound. The only sound, the only sound I needed. We built a house on silence, two separate ends of the wire. We spoke of things that mattered and others that were just fire. I learned your rhythm slowly, the map of your quiet days, and found the small ways we agreed, lost in the city haze. You like the noise of the morning, somehow we both know exactly where the other one's heart is. And if the only common ground is the effort we both make to watch the fragile thing we have and help it never break, then let's ignore the headlines and the things we don't align. We are the slow work, darling, built on time and built on mine. This wasn't meant to happen, but it feels too good to stop. And I will meet you softly at the very mountaintop. I trace the edges of a feeling I can't name. It flickers in the silence, hidden in the frame. The conversations feel so steady and so kind, and it's the purest kind of comfort that I hope to find. But every word I want to offer stays unsaid, for fear the perfect line we walked is waiting to be dead. If I speak the thing I'm holding, will the light still shine? Or just shatter every reason that made you feel like mine? Let's not name the spaces between the things we say. Let's just hold a moment and wait another day. Let the comfort be the anchor, let the silence be the guide. We can't leave the future where the darkness starts to hide. Don't look too far ahead, don't try to read the lines. For now we are the simple thing that always intertwines. And if the only common ground is the effort we both make to watch the fragile thing we have and help it never break, then let's ignore the headlines and the things we don't align. We are the slow work, darling, built on time and then built on mine. This wasn't meant to happen, but it feels too good to stop. And I will meet you softly at the very mountaintop, built on time, built on mine.
I noticed how your hands moved when you talked about the ocean, a quiet urgency beneath the surface of the motion. I always thought I had the answers figured out until you brought a different kind of silence to my doubt. It wasn't the way you tried to fill the empty space. It was the comfort that I found when you simply held your place. It was the deeper blue that settled in your eyes, a shade that held the clarity of winter skies. It wasn't loud or urgent, it was just true and kind, a reflection of a purpose I was trying hard to find. And I knew then that what we built see the questions hiding in the corner of your smile, the gentle fear of crossing that invisible tight mile. You try to keep the boundaries clearly defined, but the weight of every moment leaves the effort far behind. And I love that we don't rush the answers to the call, knowing that the honest heart is the slowest one of all. The world outside is louder now than I can ever know. It spins too fast, it rushes where it shouldn't try to go. But when your quiet hand is resting close to mine, the lines on all the maps suddenly realign, and the chaos of tomorrow doesn't bother me at all. Because your safety is the only place I never wanna fall. It was the deeper blue that settled in your eyes, a shade that held the clarity of winter skies. It wasn't loud or urgent, it was just true and kind, a reflection of a purpose I was trying hard to find. And I knew then that what we built was meant to last, escaping all the shadows of a hurried fading past, meant to last. Fading past. The moon poured silver on the water, painting the pier's wet stone. And my laughter, just a little louder, felt so bravely known. I watched the waves erase the footprints, then the stars begin to gleam, and wondered if you thought me strange, lost in this quiet dream.
My breath caught in the coolness, the ocean's silent plea,
while every silly thought I had was spilling out of me. You talked of constellations, the way the light can bend, and in the silver twilight I wish the night would never end. Your joyful, easy laughter echoed in the quiet air, a melody I hadn't known was something I could bear. I looked at you,
A painted picture, perfect, soft and true, and wondered if this fragile dream could ever see me through. Beneath the pier light, where the ocean softly sighs, we found a silent language in the quiet of our eyes. Two different skies were meeting, a gentle moonlit grace, each finding in the other a sacred, timeless place. We simply stood there breathing, no words we had to find, just the knowing in the glances of two intertwined. I realize the strangeness is the part you hold so dear.
every flaw I focus on is what dissolves my fear. I realize the quiet that I always thought was perfect is only real when broken by the sound of your deflect. And this gentle space between us where our futures softly meet is far beyond the surface, something stronger and complete. Beneath the pier light where the ocean softly sighs, we found a silent language in the quiet of our eyes. Two different skies were meeting, a gentle moonlit grace, each finding in the other a sacred, timeless place. We simply stood there breathing, no words we had to find, just the knowing in the glances of two intertwined, two intertwined, just the knowing in the glances.
We stood there at the limit, where the talking always ends, where the comfort of a friendship has to break and then transcend. I saw the gentle tremor in the shoulder of your coat, and every little thing you are was climbing up my throat. We didn't need the lightning, no fire above the trees, just the simple recognition of a silence put at ease. And then you simply leaned in, and everything was redefined, like the ordinary breath that left the world behind. It wasn't just emotion or a choice that we both made, but a promise whispered softly in the moment we embraced. I felt it in the deepest place where our two souls begin, that I had finally found the peace that makes me feel like man. I have been searching every corner of the roads I've known for a feeling or a reason to not always feel alone. I looked in every stranger's eyes and tried to find the sign, the missing history that I could claim was fully mine. But now the search is over, the compass finally straight, like we were walking parallel, just waiting for this gate. And all the hurried moments suddenly make sense at last. I have nothing left to question, nothing left to hide. I'll put my broken compass and my lonely fear aside. So let the chaos gather on the borders of our street. Let the old walls crumble down beneath our simple feet. I promise I will meet you in the quiet and the rush. I swear to keep this feeling that became our steady blush. And then you simply leaned in, and everything was redefined, like the ordinary breath that left the world behind. It wasn't just emotion or a choice that we both made, but a promise whispered softly in the moment we embraced. I felt it in the deepest place where our two souls began, that I had finally found the peace that makes me feel like me, makes me feel like me, the peace that makes me feel like. I've built these walls in silence. They stand taller in the dark, to keep the heavy memories and leave no visible mark. And every man I know says, don't you ever show the crack. With you sitting closer, there is no turning back. Tonight the fire's just ember, the world is outside the door, and I need to tell you things I've never named before. I'm not the simple story that the world wants me to be. I carry broken pieces of a failed security, and for every fragile wound I've tried to hide from you, you see the truth inside the dark, and tell me it's okay, it's true. So watch the man break open, watch the armor start to fall, because your quiet safety makes me strong enough for all. I carry the old failures, the echoes of the fall, the bitter way they taught me not to ever give my all. I fear the sudden exit, the silent door that slams, the empty house that follows all the fragile fading plans. You deserve the better man who doesn't hide his past, but the deepest wound is fearing that this love won't ever last. I've held the keys to all the rooms I kept locked tight, believing that the darkness meant I had to hide the light. But now I put the heavy metal rusted on the shelf, and I hand the keys to you to help me save myself. There is no turning back from this exposed and open place, just the honest, weary comfort of your understanding grace. I'm not the simple story that the world wants me to be. I carry broken pieces of a failed security, and for every fragile wound I've tried to hide from you, you see the truth inside the dark, and tell me it's okay, it's true. because your quiet safety makes me strong enough for all. Strong enough for all. The quiet safety.
I watched you lower every barrier, every heavy stone, and realized I was living in a quiet house alone. The world outside was cruel, and it taught me how to leave, that silence was the only thing I could truly believe. I had a policy: no entry, no desire to fall, for fear of losing everything. I simply built a wall, but you walked straight through the rubble I had left behind. You showed me that the darkest place can still be kind. The news says it's too difficult, the world is cold and frayed, but you are the deep belief that love can still be made. I thought I was too broken for a quiet hand to hold. You showed me that the tender hearts are braver and more bold. Now the mornings feel like questions I'm finally ready for, and I don't rush to lock the handle, rushing out the door. I used to check the forecast just to know if I should hide. Now I just check your eyes to see the weather held inside. You made a space for laughter where the silence used to live, and taught me that the things we take are less than what we give. The heavy coat of cynicism finally feels too warm. I know that every chapter won't be easy and so bright, that even quiet solace has to argue with the night. I know that you have weaknesses and I have shadows too, and that the hardest work of all is seeing us right through. But the beauty of this heaven isn't found in perfect lies, it's in the quiet promise that we meet with open eyes. But you walked straight through the rubble I had left behind. You showed me that the darkest place can still be kind. The news says it's too difficult, the world is cold and frayed, but you are the deep belief that love can still be made. I thought I was too broken for a quiet hand to hold. You showed me that the tender hearts are braver and more bold, braver and more bold. Love can still be made.
close the door on yesterday, seal the cracks in the wall. The shadows that we carried, we watch them start to fall.
Now the compass is just pointed at the space where we belong, and every single mile we take is the rhythm of our song.
I used to see a dead end, a solitary place, but now the horizon is the promise in your face.
This is the pledge we whispered when the sun began to rise, that we would take the long road and meet it with open eyes. We don't need a map or a warning, just the feel of your hand. The future is an open book written across the land. We'll face the dust and the distance, we'll face the storm and rain, but standing here together, we will never break again. I didn't think I'd trade my silence for a passenger seat, afraid that every stop sign meant a sorrow I would meet.
But now I watch the world blur, and I don't clutch the brake. For every sharp curve coming is a turn we'll gladly take. There is a steady rhythm in the way you hold the wheel,
A certainty in stillness, more honest than I feel.
yeah, with the engine never falters, I will carry the weight. If the map gets torn, I will be the honest fate. We are the journey and the reason we go on, from the quiet dusk we started to the breaking of the dawn. This is the pledge we whispered when the sun began to rise, that we would take the long road and meet it with open eyes. That we don't need a map or warning, just the feel of your hand. The future is an open book written across the land. We'll face the dust and the distance, we'll face the storm and rain, but standing here together, we will never break again. Oh, the road is wide and The search was loud, the motion blurred, the compass spinning wildly. I spent my 20s looking for a place to rest here mildly.
I thought the peace was waiting on a mountain or a distant shore, until I found the safety waiting right behind your door.
We built a kind of temple out of silence and soft light, and now the simplest hour is the one that feels the most right. We don't need a fire or the thunder or a reason to run free. The strongest architecture is the peace you give to me. This house is not the plaster and the paint upon the frame. It's the silent understanding of the sound within your name. We finally settled down inside the comfort of the know, where everything we waited for had room enough destination that I didn't know I'd waited for. The chaos of the world still knocks, but we don't feel the sound, because our quiet haven is the safest plot of ground. It's the way you leave a teacup on the table just for me. It's the silent space we share when we both finally disagree. This unexciting quiet is the purest form of gold, the story of a lifetime that is simple, true, and old. We are the living proof that all the searching ends in grace. We don't need the fire or the thunder or a reason to run free. The strongest architecture is the peace you give to me. This house is not the plaster and the paint upon the frame. It's the silent understanding of the sound within your name. We finally settled down inside the comfort of the know, where everything we waited for had room enough to grow. Room enough to grow. The peace you give to me. I remember standing by the water, counting every single mile, when the silent understanding started with a quiet smile. We made a promise in the shadows, built a haven in the dust, and every hesitant moment turned into simple trust. Today we stand beneath the open sky, where all the roads align, and this simple quiet certainty is the strongest, clearest sign. Let the world stand witness to the vow of a quiet heart, that the true kind of forever is the slow and steady start. No dramatic gestures, no need for the hurried sound, just two souls walking side by side on this sacred, solid ground. We promise patience, love, and grace with every step we take. This is the only future we were ever meant to make.
Fear I ever carried found its resting place. You didn't break the walls down, you just waited for the key, and taught me that the home I searched for was inside of me.
Now I look at all the faces, but only yours is true and clear. The future is not frightening when I know that you are here. I will be a constant haven, I will be the steady light, I will be the gentle truth that guides you through the night. We took the long way just to prove that we were meant to be. Two solitary rivers flowing into one great sea. We of the quiet heart, that the true kind of forever is a slow and steady start. No dramatic gestures, no need for the hurried sound, just two souls walking side by side on this sacred, solid ground. We promise patience, love and grace with every step we take. This is the only future we were ever meant to make. Side by side, side by side.